channel. I'm having a horrible day. This is the third time I'm recording this video, but that's what I get for using equipment that dinosaurs and cavemen probably could use. Alright, we have my stagehand today. Thank you, stagehand. Alright, so let's go over this thing I'm going to talk about. The name of the video is 10 Random Wrestling Facts from WWE that you may or may not know. I know them. Do you know them? You probably don't. That's why I'm going to tell you. I wrote them down for a reason. These are PowerPoints. No good presentation can be a good presentation without PowerPoints. I'm just kidding. I'm not yelling at you guys. Alright, let's go. Alright. Made that mistake 57 times. Smells like shit, I'll tell you that much. And it tastes like garbage, because you always, when you light the wrong end of your cigarette, I don't know if any of you guys are smokers out there or not, but when you light this, you automatically inhale, and then, like, if it's dark out, and then it just tastes like absolute garbage. A lot of people throw them out. I just cut them in half. Re-smoke them again. Who cares? I'm lighting at the right end this time, so we don't have to see that happen live on my... Well, it's not live. I tried it live, but this isn't live. But anyway, I'm going to light my cigarette. Thank you. Alright, that was fun. 10 random wrestling facts from WWE that you may or may not know. Let's start off with the family business. This is how we do it. The family business of WWE, which wasn't WWE, it was CWC, the Capital Wrestling Corporation, started in 1920. Shortly after, the early 1920s. And that was run by a man named Jess McMahon. J-E-S-S, McMahon. Who... Get this. You know Vincent K. McMahon, the one that just retired from WWE recently? Jess McMahon was his grandfather. His grandfather is the one that started the family business with CWC. In 1954, Jess McMahon passed away. It's tragedy. But the only thing they could do is Jess passed the company down to his son, Vincent Sr., which is Vince McMahon, the one that just recently retired, father. Until the early 80s, when Vince Sr. passed the company down to Vincent K. Jr., who is the one that most recently retired. Alright, and he changed it. Well, when Vince Sr. had it, it was the WWF, 3 W's, Worldwide Wrestling Federation, WWF. Vince McMahon took over in the early 1980s. He dropped one of the W's, and it was just the World Wrestling Federation. It went from the CWC, Capital Wrestling Corporation, to the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, WWF. Then they dropped the W to the WWF, World Wrestling Federation. And in 2002, they lost a lawsuit with a panda bear. The World Wildlife Fund put out a lawsuit against WWF for the rights to the acronym. So WWE decided to save face. They would drop the other F, and they went to WWE. And instead of just adding a little line at the bottom to turn that F on the side into an E, they just cut it off. And they said, this 2 W's stands for World Wrestling Entertainment. I could never find the E. I don't know if you guys can. I can't find the E. The name of the company is WWE, and there's just 2 W's for the logo. Where's the E? Got to turn the W sideways. I don't know. But anyway, that is the history of the company starting in the 1920s until yesterday. Or today. Or whatever you want to count it as. Alright, random wrestling fact from WWE number 2. Stone Cold Steve Austin, the man, the rattlesnake, has never walked into a WrestleMania as the WWE champion. Never. He's only been a challenger. And all 3 times he's been a challenger, he won. Starting at WrestleMania 14 against Shawn Michaels, he won. First time he was ever the WWE champion, and then 2 times after that with The Rock. Every time he's never walked in with the strap around his shoulder, he's only walked out with it. I bet you guys didn't know that. Alright, PowerPoints. Alright, so every year after the Royal Rumble, this is fact number 3. Every year when the Royal Rumble winner wins, they point at that WrestleMania sign. Why? Why, you ask? I have the answer. In 2008, John Cena returned from his injury earlier to the Royal Rumble, and he won. To everyone's astonishment, he won. John Cena was so excited that he jumped up on the second turnbuckle and pointed at the WrestleMania sign because that's where he was going. The people backstage must have really liked it, and now every year since then, whoever wins the Royal Rumble points at the WrestleMania sign. John Cena started it in 2008. Did you know that? All right, moving on. That was a good wrestling fact right there. Moving on to WrestleMania 19, Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle for the WWE Championship. The title wasn't the main focus of this. That's not the astonishing thing. It's not what these men did in the ring. The astonishing thing about this match, it is the first and only WrestleMania match ever where both competitors went by their real names. No one in the match used a ring name. Every other WrestleMania match ever, at least one person used a ring name. Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle were their names written on their damn birth certificates, and that's the names they used in that match at WrestleMania 19. The one and only time there was no ring names in a WrestleMania match. Amazing, right? All right, and moving on, that was fact number 4. Let's go to fact number 5. And you guys can leave all your comments and everything, anything I might have missed or anything you want me to cover next time. All right, moving on to number 5. I don't know if you guys ever heard of a guy. His name is Bruno Sammartino. He was the longest reigning WWE champion in history. Roman Reigns thinks he's got it going on right now with his 700 and some odd days. That's a good accomplishment. I'll give him that. But Bruno Sammartino had the WWE championship for a record-setting 2,803 days. He won it May 17th, 1963, and he didn't lose until January 18th, 1971. For a total of almost 8 years. 8 years with the title. Imagine they push Roman Reigns right now for another 6 years. Do you guys want... I think we'd all lose our minds by then. The bloodline would have like 48 people in it. Everyone on the roster would want to join. And it would just be ridiculous. But Bruno Sammartino held that title for 2,803 days. And it'll never be touched again, I guarantee it. Alright, moving on. That was 5. Here's random wrestling fact number 6. There's been a lot of people. We're going to cover both aspects of this right now. Number 6 and number 7, we're gonna mingle together. Alright. Brock Lesnar. He won the WWE Championship when he was just 25 years old, making him the youngest WWE champion in history. Still, to this day, 25 years old, youngest WWE champion. But then you got people that are like controversy, they're like, what about Randy Orton? He won the title when he was 24. He did, but he won the World Heavyweight Championship at 24 years old. So, if you count for just the heavyweight title, Randy Orton is the youngest person in WWE to ever hold a heavyweight title. But if you want to separate them down, Randy Orton is the youngest to hold the World Heavyweight Championship, and Brock Lesnar is the youngest to ever hold the WWE Championship. So if you separate them, you got Brock and Randy. But if you just want to count it as the heavyweight champion, the youngest, you got Randy Orton at 24 years old. I don't think that'll ever be done again either. And basing on, we're going to go to the other side of this fact. That's why I put him as 6 and 7. You know who the oldest person to ever win the WWE Championship was? Vincent K. McMahon at 54 years old. What a fluke that was. He's probably the worst WWE champion of all times. He has actually been written down in the record books as the worst WWE champion of all times. But there you go, 6 and 7, the 2 youngest and the 1 oldest. Flipping the page. Number 8. Okay. We're going to cover the shortest WWE Championship reign in history. Ever. Real quick right now. In 1988, Andre the Giant faced Hulk Hogan. Andre the Giant pinned Hulk Hogan for the WWF Championship back then. But the WWE Championship. And within 1 minute and 48 seconds after he won, he sold the belt to Ted DiBiase. Making that run the shortest run in history. Not by losing, but by giving the belt away. They didn't show him like selling the belt in the ring because that would have taken longer, but everyone was sure that Ted DiBiase paid him off. So that 1 minute and 48 seconds was a voluntary shortest title reign in history. I don't know if that'll ever be matched again, but that was short, and he gave it away on purpose. All right, now we're covering number 9 and number 10. All right, we're gonna go with I'm gonna switch these around. All right, now we're going to go with number 9. This is number 9 now. You guys can't see my papers, so what do you know? You can't see my numbers. Don't look at my numbers. All right, so we're going to go with number 9. When I was younger, I grew up watching the Attitude Era. It had to be the best of all. And we're going to cover the Roman thing right now again, how he's been champion for over 2 years. Did you know in 1999, the WWE Championship changed hands record-setting 11 freaking times. 11 times in 1 year. That's like 5 weeks championship run. Every 5 weeks it changes. But I don't even think it was like that. You know, but back then in those days, you had Stone Cold Steve Austin, you had The Rock, you had The Undertaker, you had Triple H, and you had all the other ones too. So that covers another part of this fact, by the way. Those four could change the belt anytime. Like Austin could beat The Rock any day. Rock could beat Austin any day. Undertaker beat Triple H any day. Triple H could beat Undertaker any day. It was just all in the day, you know? And it was believable that those four men were the top dogs back then, and they were each a legitimate threat to each other. And in 1999, they proved it. That belt went from one to the other 11 times altogether. And we're going to elaborate on that a little bit more. Speaking of the greatest, those are the four greatest, I think. Austin, Triple H, The Rock, Undertaker. Austin and The Rock and Triple H and The Undertaker, those two groups right there, each had a WrestleMania match 3 times. Austin faced The Rock 3 times at WrestleMania, and Triple H faced Undertaker 3 times at WrestleMania. That's got to show you something, that those matches were entertaining. They're the only WrestleMania group to have trilogies. Everyone else is like a one and done, and you think with all the matches that Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns have had, there would be 3 WrestleMania matches, but there weren't. Only The Rock and Austin and only Triple H and The Undertaker have faced each other 3 times at a WrestleMania. It's amazing. Alright, and we're going to finally touch on this. We have one sick son of a bitch that was in the WWE for quite a long time, and if he doesn't get enough credit, he should. When Undertaker threw Mankind off the top of the Hell in a Cell at the King of the Ring in 1998, Mankind suffered a concussion, a dislocated shoulder, a dislocated jaw, and he damaged his kidneys. Sick son of a gun got up, finished the 10-minute match, and then lost to The Undertaker. That was one of the most record-setting, injuries to finish a match with. And it wasn't just like he got up and took a pinfall. He continued for 10 freaking minutes. Guy is nuts. No one's really ever done that since. Alright, folks, and that's pretty much all I got for today. So if you have any questions, comments, or you have anything else you want me to go over in a video, just let me know in these comments, and I'll do it, I guess, if it's cool. I'm not going to jump off a building in a razor suit or anything, but we'll see. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Like, share, and please, if you haven't already, subscribe. Help me grow. Thank you very much.